Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Sam Houston's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Air Force's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street, getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Falcon. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Bailey. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He finds his man.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. He wants to pass it on second down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. This is a designed run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Sam Houston. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. They go to the ground, running with power. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Lots of green grass as he gets into the 31.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll ride his man on the option. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons! Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I don't know. That's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious. That's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like too heavy.
He'll take the deep shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
I would love to see him tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Got a man. It's Stevens. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to Cases, 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for a crease. It's Wilcox. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Shakes off the defender. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. The defense is going to stop the clock with this timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around, hand it off, and hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward. But it doesn't matter because you got the first down, a new set of downs. Now go take this thing down the field and score.
Running back goes in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Air Force. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. To throw, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. Moving past the 25. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these 2 programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move! Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
On the option. The pitch. Got room at the 35. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give to the left. Ran through the contact. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards.
Touchdown, Falcons! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
After that last completion, it's second down. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Bearcats are on the move. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. He's right on target. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Bearcats have it with a first and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Makuba. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a 1st down at the 44.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the move, he fires. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Gets it out fast. The Bearcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Was to pass. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'd hope to come up with explosive plays, and they use one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They're working that left side, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Grab near the sticks. It's Makuba. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Bearcats! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And in the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.